All right. Not sure if it would record or not. चलो इसको ऐसे ही कर लेते हैं. किधर है स्क्रीन? एंटायर स्क्रीन. ठीक है, चलो इसको ऐसे ही कर लेते हैं. और yes, now where we are. So yes, so I have this nav bar a which is a container in which I have this list of items. And battery is low too. What's happening today? So yeah, how I would do is I would go to Discord, and over here I would write a tag nav. So for nav, and every time you visit a website, you see something like this. Like we have these tabs: home, features, pricing, everything. We call it nav bar. So for that, we have this nav tag. Within this tag, I know I have an unordered list which has some list items, right? And for now, you see, I have this list item li, and I would say home, right? And then I would have some list item where it says features and then pricing and then blog. Features and then pricing, and then you have blogs, and then it's BE. I'm going to omit this one because it includes an icon and we won't be moving to this one, right? So we will learn this in our later lectures. And then we had BE, something like BE is there. Now, yeah, let's save this and go back to my output. I don't need this. So तुम इधर जाओ और तुम भी इधर जाओ, शायद तुम लोग को नजर आ रहा हो. अच्छा, फिर क्या है कि we have shouldn't be over here. So here you can see you have these list items, and for these list items, let's make the color white so it's visible. What I would do is I would come back and I would go over here, and to this main I would say color, it should be white. Let's save this and see we have these list items over here. Now what I want is I want these list items to be spread like this in one dimension, which is horizontal one, right? For that, what I will do is I will come to, I will select this parent UL, unordered list parent, and here I would paste this tag, and then within the brackets, I would say display, make it flex. What this property does is, here you would see, where is my output? All of them are horizontally aligned now. With display flex, you have things arranged either in horizontal direction or in vertical direction. So by default, these go in horizontal direction. Then I would say its gap should be 100 px. Let's save this and see we have them separated. Next, what I will do is I will say, okay, I would say, come here and see. I have all these list items in the center. To make all of them centered, I would go back and I would say justify content, justify dash content to be center. I would save this, go back and see the output. I have all these over here, right? My next step is here you would see there is some spacing over here and then like below it. So for this, I would use padding and I would say padding dash top to be 30 pixel. So padding and margins are given in pixels. I would go back and see I have this padding of 30 pixels. Now another issue is I have these dots, like unordered list has a dot by default and I don't need this. So what I would do is I would say in this style sheet, my UL has list items, right? So how I write this? My UL has some list items, and I think I should go with a simple procedure. My UL has some list items, and in that, like UL, and then you write the child name, the tag that is within this UL, and then you have these curly brackets, and here you would say list style, it's on the top, keep it none, save and go back. You see, you don't have that. One more thing, I have some other font over here, but here I have some default font. I'm going to change this, and for that I would go over here, like for all. This is for all, meaning this is for whole document. So I would say font dash family. It should be system. You can select anyone. I mean, you can select Roboto and other stuff. But for now, I'm going to change it, and I will show you how. Uh, Later on, I would explain how you change the font family, right? So I'm going to remove this one because I know how it works. So for now, I'm keeping things simple. Mm, let's keep this as is and go back. And here you can see you have this font changed a bit. One more thing. You see, this is a bit bold, right? I mean, it's I think it's bigger in size as well. So where is my? I will make font size a bit bigger, and I will give a font weight to this. For that, I will go in. Sorry, UL um, has some children list items, and for that I would say its font size should be uh, 16 px. Let's go back and see. It's this. I would say it should be 18 pixels. Let's go back and see it's a bit bigger. I would make it um, a bit bolder. How would you do that? Font weight. And you have these options. I would select 500 for now and see. It looks a bit, I mean, it's close to this one, right? So if I had this purple color, these would be very obvious. And we should make sure that it's obvious over here and it should look good. So for now, let's keep it as is, and we will move on to our next thing, which is um, this H3. I think I'm continuously explaining. Are you guys there? I mean, is it, can you understand a bit of it? Oh, 1 minute. Give me one. Yes, we understand. Oh, 1 second. Yes, thank you. this charger before my mail about it. Chalo. So it's connected, and I think we can go quickly. So I hope it makes some sense. And later on, if you watch the video, you would be able to grasp the concepts. Um, in fact, when you practice, so you learn these things. Then we have this H3, I think. Go back and see. You have H3 over here, and what it should say, startup 3. Go back to your index.html file, and here we have this UL, and let's format it first. In this main, I have this nav tag. So my nav bar is over, and I am to this to another thing, which is H3. What I would do is I will keep this in navbar, and to separate this rest of content from this navbar, I would add these all this content in a div. And for that, I would say div, right? And in this div, this would do nothing but incorporate the rest of this content. And it's very easy. Like do H3, and it would say start up free. Go back and see you have the startup 3 over here. Um, it should be H. Okay, let's keep H3. This now I have another concept for you. Let's suppose you have two H3, right? This would say startup 4. Okay. Now you have two H3. And if I want this to be blue, what I would do is earlier I used tags. So I would copy this. I would go to my style sheet. I would say, okay, to H3, give a color blue. Save this. And you see, we had two headings, H3 headings, and both have this blue color. What it means is, since the tag name H3 is same over here and here, that's why styling applied to both of these headings, right? That's why what I would do is I would give it a name. Just like you and I have a name, this would have some name, and we call it class. So class name would be um startup, maybe startup HD heading. For heading, I would say HD. Write the name like this. I'm going to remove this as I don't need this H4. Startup HD. I would copy this class name, and I would go to this style one. Okay. And here I would remove. I don't need this one as well. In your style sheet, when you have to call class name, you write dot and then paste the name, and then you have this curly brackets, right? So here for tags, you don't write a dot or a period, but for class name, you write a period before this class name. So, okay. So now, yeah, you can have a color to be maybe blue, but we don't actually need it. So I have color blue over here. I don't need this. I only need what? I want it to be centered. I would say text dash align. I mean, its alignment should be center, and then you save it. So it's here. But my startup 3 should be over here. There should be some sort of padding over here, right? So I would say padding top should be 130 pixel. Save and see. You are here. Maybe it should be 150. Save, and you are here. Let's make font size a bit bigger. 22. px. Save, and this is startup 3. I'm really feeling very bad about this image. Purple images, PNG. Maybe this one. Let me copy this image address. It really felt very bad. This image, let's paste and go back and see. Mm, Go live again. It's too sharp. Why everything is acting up today? Maybe we should have this color for now. Or we can do one more thing. Let me tell you how. We will go over here. I would use this color picker. You don't have to worry about this for now. One of the colors is this. And then I would again select this one for my next color. And then I would go again and I would select a color like maybe this one. And now I would do what I would do is I would this shouldn't be a background image. I'm going to remove this background image for now, and I am going to tell you something else, and that is your background. Here you can give a linear gradient. You all might have seen this. It should be, it first says to the right. Okay. And then you have to give some color, which I had with me. So I would save this and I would be giving it some color. Now, next is this one. Let's save this. And with hash, you have to place. I think it might be, this might be a tough lecture for you guys because. So let's save and go back and see we have this. And I think it looks better. Maybe I should add some angle. I'll run 25 depth and see I have like this. And I think it looks better than what we had earlier. So I have this over here and then this. What should I do now? I need forget about code h1 heading. Go back to your index.html file, write h1, and then forget about code. Okay, and save it. Go back. See, forget about code. You are here. I need this heading to be in the center. What I would do is I will first give it a class. From now, we would give some class name to everything that we are that we come across. So forget for startup heading, forget code HD. I would say this. Okay, let's save and go here. Since it's my class name, how we call a class in our style sheet, dot paste. And then you have this. Here you would say text align should be centered. Save it. It's over here. But you need some spacing above it. Go back and say padding top should be 20 pixels. No, it should be 30 pixels. Save and go back to see, like forget about code is over here. One more thing, this is bigger in size. let's change the font size. Font size should be 44px. And notice one thing, text align center, font size is this. Here it was 22, here it is 44, padding top. So meaning that properties are same, but for each heading you have to customize it. You have to write the pixels that heading or that paragraph needs. But properties are same, so it's not that difficult. Let's go back and see. We have it like this, and then it should be. Let's make it 144 pixel and see. Oh my god, it should be maybe like 100. Hmm. Let's make it 80. Should be 80. And I think it looks good now. Again, I need this paragraph. It's in the center. Notice its color is white because my main has color white, so everything would be white over here. So this would be white, but I need it to be in the center. And then I have this paragraph. For now, I can't copy this paragraph, so I'll have some dummy paragraph. How we generate dummy paragraph? We write lorem and maybe like 120. Let's format it. Let's format it and save it. I think it's too much. I'm going to cut most of it like this and save. So yeah, let's make it first center. How would you do that? First, give it first para. Give it a class name, save it, and go back. Here, how you call class with a dot, paste the name, and you are here. What you would do is you would say text align, it should be center. And here you see it's in the center. But again, it needs some padding over here and it needs some padding over here. I would say padding top. I'm sorry. Padding top should be 30px. Save it. And you are here. Now I need some space around this. Okay. So I need some space around this paragraph. I would go back and I would say padding on left side should be 200 pixel. And then let's see what happened. So it's here. Let's make maybe 250. Save it, come back and see you are here. I would say, okay, padding on right side should be 250px. Save it, you are here. I should not have much words. There should be some space over here and it needs some more padding. Maybe it should be 350 and there should be 350. Let's go back and see. Yeah. And then I need to maybe reduce the number of words because I didn't have uh, this much of words count over there. So I would say its font size should be increased to maybe like 20 pixel. Let's see. Yeah. And there should be 3 lines. Let me do Control Z. I mean, yeah. But again, it should have some spacing over here. I would go back and I would say.
Sorry, I think the meeting is going to end.
Oh, all right.
The meeting is going to end like 5 minutes.
Thank you so much. Okay. So I am about to like finish this. So we are here and I need some space between these lines. What I would do is I would take text and it's decoration, transform, rendering, indent. and decoration wrap. I should have some. No, it should not be like that. So there is a property that actually puts some space between these lines. I would tell you that, but before we should quickly create this button. For that, I would go here, and after the closing para tag, this is opening para and this is closing one. I would say button, create an account, save it, and you would see you are here. But my color should be, and I am going to tell you how I can get this same color. I have an extension, color picker, right? And you guys would need to install that. For now, I would give you the colors myself, but in the next class, inshallah, we would install this extension first so you guys know how to use it, right? For now, I would go over here and I have selected this color has been copied to, I would go over here and I will copy and use this. That's because I have only one button. So for now, I am going to use the tag and I would be outside of this bracket. This opening bracket has a closing bracket over here. I would come outside of it and I would say button, and button should have some background color of this. Okay. And let's save this. Again, I needed some padding. So it's here. I need some padding. Maybe I should give it padding. We have an option for top and bottom. We have padding block. Padding block for top and bottom. And it should be like 20 px. I think it's too much. No, it's not. All right. And for inline, for right and left padding, we have padding inline. And it should be 30 px. Go back and see I don't have a border, or maybe I have, and it's rounded like a pill, right? So what I would do is I would say first border to be none, meaning that I don't need a border. Go back and see it doesn't have a border now. So I would say border radius should be 20%. Let's see what it does. It's like this. Oh my God. Let's make it 50%. How it, oh, it's like this. Maybe 30%. So no, I would give it a border radius of 20 px and see. It's like this, maybe 50 px. And it's like this. Yeah, that's what I need. I need a color to be white. Color to be white. And I also need, is it gone? No. Okay, so I need a bit bigger font size. I would say font size to be 18 px. Let's save. All right. I need it to be in the center. Maybe I would choose to make it display should be block and margin should be auto. It's over here. Then I need some margin above it. I would say margin top 1350 px. Let me save and see. I have it like this. So it's almost the same as this one. And this color is light, I think. It shouldn't be this dark. Let's make it a bit lighter. So yeah, it's gone way too far. Something around this. And yeah, it's like the button is here. So we have cloned this today. And how much time is left? So I should share maybe the screen, and it's about yes, but it's fine, and I'm done. Okay. So yes, um, so let me share screen and see. Yeah, it should be entire screen, and we are here. So this was it. Like we had this code and we had to clone this. Now I don't have this image, so I what I did is I gave it a linear background where I included one image. I mean one color from here, and then a blue one, and then some shade over here. So yes, here is the output, and I think it looks good. It's very important if you are a front end designer that the theme and this architecture makes some sense. I mean, it should be beautiful, it should be attractive, and it should like the what we call color schemes um, should be chosen wisely, because this front page is something where people, I mean customers, get attracted to and they visit it more often. So it's important to make this first page very attractive, and for that you have to carefully choose the colors and I mean color schemes and everything, and you have to make sure there is no mistake in the designing part. I mean whole your code should be correct, but this UI or UX should be very very good. So this was it. Like we had this navbar, and then we had this H3, and then we had this H1, forget about code, and then we had a random para, and after that we had a button. I hope that's clear. And then we in the background of it we had some like linear gradient. We gave it a linear gradient, and what linear gradient means is we have 2 to 3 colors which come in a row, right? So they were in a horizontal row, but I gave it some angle of 125 degree, so I have something over here and then here and then here, right? So now you guys have two options. You guys can have like a recording of the lecture, and then you can, I mean, listen to the lecture and you can clone this one. Second choice is that you sit here, like you can clone this one in the class or during the class. So it's up to you. You can tell me how you want to go. So Muhammad, do you want to create it now, or you want it to create when you are when this meeting ends? ये इधर मैसेज कर रहा हूँ. I will record it and create later. Okay, fine. So I'll share the video with you guys. Maybe I'd post it and make it visible to you two or three only. So Zainab, mm,
I did follow. I just have some modifications.
mm-hmm.
I will watch the video and modify them.
You would work right now?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So Muhammad, you can do either now, or you can do it when you leave the meeting, and it's up to you. So Zainab, you can tell me what you need to ask. I mean, it's not clear to you.
For the button, how can I make it in the center? Should I do text align or justify content?
Very good question. You see, when you use justify content when you have display flags.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot use it explicitly or alone. It cannot be used like that. You have to first give just you have to give display flex, and then you give justify content. So that would not work here. One more thing, you can either give a margin from left
Mm-hmm.
and make it center. That is your one option. What I did here is I gave it a 1 minute. Let me show you. What I did was I gave a display block, and then I had margin auto. And what it does, let me show you. Maybe last time we talked about block elements and inline elements.
Yes.
For block elements, margin auto brings the content to the center. Okay,
Mm.
so this is a default setting. But
Okay.
button is inline element. What I did is I made this button to be block. So I said display block. I'm sorry. I did display block so that button is now a block element. And then I gave it margin auto, meaning that it should be in the center now.
All right. Okay, I see.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Amara, can you please go to HTML code?
Sure. Here first para. Make it bigger for you. Here it is.
Okay. All right. So next class, inshallah, you will tell us how to use the little thing for the colors.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to share the code with you guys right now. You guys can practice it. I'll make sure I'm uploading the video and make it unlisted for you two or you three.
Thank you so much.
Right? If you want to watch, you can. Yeah, you are welcome. So for now, that's it. Let me share the code and have a good night.
Thank you so much. Have a good night too.
You are welcome.
Bye bye.
Allah Hafiz. Fine. Okay. So I'm going to end the meeting, Muhammad. You can leave as well. Acha, it was him.